everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I was feeling a little bit inspired to spontaneously pull the camera out and just show you guys in real time me getting ready for a birthday party. But what I really wanted to show you specifically was the hairstyle that I'm going to be doing, because I've been really into the half ponytail the last couple of days, and I know it's just because Ariana has new music out, and I feel like every time I hear that song, I also just think of her signature half pony hairstyle. So I'm gonna do a half up hairstyle for you guys today, and I thought it would just be kind of fun to show you the process of how I do it, because I don't really have too many other hair videos on my channel. Yeah, I'm getting ready now. I have to leave in about half an hour, so this literally can't take longer than that, and it probably won't even take too long anyway. Just to give you guys a quick overview of my hair, I have thin hair, but I have a lot of it, and my hair is kind of like a medium length right now, and it's also naturally straight. So I'm gonna be putting some curls in it. If you'd like to see more in depth how I curl my hair, I'll link my loose curls hair tutorial up on the screen for you to go watch. This is gonna be a bit more about how I actually get the style and how I kind of floof the whole ponytail once it's up there. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So I just turned my curling iron on and it is heating up right now, but the first thing I'm gonna do is brush through my hair. The label has since worn off of this, but this is a goodie hairbrush from the drugstore. Nothing too fancy, can't go wrong with it. I'm going to part my hair where I would normally part it, even though that's not going to matter too much once I do the actual hairstyle. And since I mentioned I have a whole video on my loose curls tutorial, I am just going to show you guys a time lapse of me curling my hair. I'm going to add some hairspray to it, and I just got so mad because I forgot I'm almost out of this hairspray, and this is the one thing I did not buy at Duane Reade when I did my drugstore haul. So need to go buy some more of this, obviously, because that is what's left. But this is the Dove Style & Care Extra Hold Hairspray. It's the hairspray I've used literally since the 7th grade. Every time I smell it, it still reminds me of the first date I ever went on, because I used way too much of it. And I smelled this hairspray for the whole night. I think the guy was like, "You wearing some perfume or something?" And it's no, 10 pounds of hairspray. Seriously, touch my hair, it won't move. Those were the days. So I like to spritz a little bit of this in and kind of just give it a shake, because again, what I like about this is it holds pretty well, but it does not get too cakey unless you spray a whole can of it on your hair. Learn from my mistake, people. So now that I've done this, this is always the kind of trickiest part of it, which is actually attempting to put your hair in a half ponytail. And I will admit, sometimes it takes me 1 or 2 tries to get it right. So I will walk you guys through this as carefully as possible. So you're gonna want a hair tie. I use the goodie ones from the drugstore, but you could use something else too. One other thing that I've been really liking lately is this Free People scrunchy hair tie. So this is something that if you get a base with a regular hair tie, you could add this on just for a little bit of more fun, something else going on in your hair also. Okay, I've angled you up a little bit and I've zoomed you in just to see what I'm doing here. So generally what I do is I kind of just start to loosely pull some of my hair back, and it doesn't have to be perfect right now. You can smooth it out in a second, but one thing that I like to do is kind of take the line right by my temple and kind of make that the main area, the main section of hair that I'm trying to pull back, because I think it just looks the most flattering. Some people do a really intense half back like that, and I don't know, that's just not my favorite. I think keeping it a little bit smaller and more concise is a good way to go. So as you can see, I'm kind of pulling it from the sides over here and starting to pull it back. And you can kind of change up the height of the ponytail depending on how high or low you actually want it to be. I've been liking it a little higher and a little fluffier lately, but if you want it to be a little bit lower and smoothed back, you can totally do that as well. So once you have this section of your hair, If you have hair that kind of misbehaves a little bit more, you could always use a brush to kind of just go through the top part and make sure it's really smoothed down. Today my hair seems to be behaving, so I don't think that I'll have to do that. I'm gonna turn to the side so you guys can see what I'm doing a little bit better, but basically once you kind of have a solid section of hair, you're just gonna take your hair tie and wrap it around a couple of times. I'd recommend 3 or even 4 if you can, and then just pull it back into place like this. Now, if you like the way this looks, you might just be done, but I'd like mine to be a little bit fluffier and a little bit like less stiff. So I like to pull the hairs up a little bit and almost over, like almost coming over the front of the ponytail too, just to give it a little bit of extra volume, because as I mentioned, I do have slightly thinner hair, so just to kind of give the illusion that I've got a little bit more going on, I always like to pull it a little bit, just tiny tugs, to fluff it up, because if you try to pull it too fast, like these hairs could possibly come undone and then you just have to go back and redo it again. And I'm just trying to save you guys 5 minutes here. And yeah, like I said, once you have it kind of pulled back, you can fluff it out. I always leave my curling iron as I do this, just in case I need to come back and kind of fix any of the pieces that might be in the front of my hair that I might not have been paying as much attention to because they weren't in the front before, and now they are in the front since I have kind of just moved the ponytail. Yeah, just a couple of little touch-ups really makes a big difference. And you could also touch up the part of the hair that is in the ponytail if that kind of fell flat as you were pulling it through the hair tie. I know that that can happen for some people too. And once I'm done, I do kind of take the hairspray and just go back over to keep the top in place as much as possible. You could also use a hair oil to kind of smooth back some of the parts that might want to be slightly more flyaway-like than others, if that's your hair type. And yeah, you guys, so this is the finished look. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I know this look is very love-hate, and I even myself go through phases of loving it and not really being that into it. So let me know if you have ever tried it or would try it for yourself. If you do try this look, definitely share photos with me. You can email me at keepcalmandchiffon@gmail.com, or you can of course tag me on Instagram or DM me on there. I'm always kind of checking both, so definitely let me know. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please hit the subscribe button down below if you'd like to see more fashion and beauty videos from me. I upload every Monday and Friday, and subscribing is just a little way to show your support for my channel here, which I really appreciate. And if you enjoyed this, be sure to give it a thumbs up down below also. That also helps my channel out in a big way and lets me know that you really like the content that I'm creating. Thank you guys for watching this little short and sweet video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you guys on Friday. Bye!